Yeah. What's good? This be the G Shaw Cypher. You officially tuned in to On the Grind Live, where we support anybody out there grinding for any reason in any situation. You know what I mean? So if you see me, you already know what's about to go down. I'm getting ready to talk to somebody that's official, that's been doing it. It's got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? We got music, we got movies, we got albums, we got all kinds of things going on with this fella, this dude, this gentleman, this man doing what he do on a daily basis, and we gonna talk about it. You already know what it is. On the Grind Live. Let's get it. Mic check, mic check. Yeah. What's good? Listen, man, I got
Yo.
somebody with me right now. Been grinding, been going hard, been doing this thing for a long time, and I want him to introduce himself. Introduce yourself to the people, my G.
Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy TAVI OSHON. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I've been on the grind for a minute. Yo, thanks everybody out there that's tuning in. Yo, for real. And also Shy Cypher, appreciate you having me on your platform.
I appreciate you, man. Definitely, keep doing what you're doing. I got some questions for you. I want to break it down from the beginning. I read some things and I want to make sure we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I'm saying, like, you not grew up in Toledo, Ohio, but you were raised in New York. Can you tell me where in New York you were raised? And how has that influenced your musical journey?
Yo, yeah, exactly. So yeah, like you said about the Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, I was just born there. I was actually born on the run, and then I had my first birthday in Houston. And then my father, we moved to New York, back to
Right.
New York, I should say. He had to, he turned himself in, and I grew up in Poughkeepsie, New York, Power Kingdom, the 845 area. It's like
Salute.
remotely right outside of New York City.
Definitely. So how did that influence your musical journey and develop your style that you have today?
Well, just me growing up, I had my brother, he rapped. There was a lot of people in my neighborhood that rap. A lot of people, always used to freestyle on the corner and different stuff like that. If you smoking, you chilling, whatever. It's kind of like the culture in New York that most people, even if they're not rappers, you might try to freestyle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
people that just do it for fun and for the love of the art. So me growing up through all of this, it heavily influenced me, and I just basically grew up through the culture, man, like firsthand. Started freestyling at a real young age, maybe like 4 or 5 years old, just playing around as a little kid, and it just developed from there, man. And like I said, it's just a lot of culture and influence, all throughout the whole United States now. But at the time when I was real young, mainly in New York, you know.
Did you ever dive into the battling side of rap, or it's just the freestyling kind of like where it all started for you, and then you went straight into making direct music?
No, I actually, yeah, I definitely used to freestyle and I used to battle rap in the street. That was just a part of it. You know
Right.
how it is. If you make music, it's a part of the skill set. It's like you got to be able to freestyle. You got to be able to battle if somebody calls you out. You got to be able to remember all your rhymes. You don't get on the stage or whatever when you performing live or whatever, and then just be up there messing up. You don't know your words.
Right.
So you had to be really sharp. So with me with battling, I did a couple battles back in the day. A lot of them I won. Never really lost a battle. One battle that I lost. I don't really say it was a loss, but I just didn't win it. It was at a competition in Vassar College. You know what I'm saying? I made it to like the semifinals or whatever, and it was nothing though. And it's just you take it and you like, everything is a learning experience. So for me, I never took it as a loss. It was a lesson, and and it was just a situation of how it was set up. I can't say it was fixed, but it was
Right.
actually working in other people's favor. And I'm never a sore sport. So I took it as a lesson and I moved on. But in the street, I've never lost a battle.
Right. Let's take it back. Like, I always look at, every time I talk to an artist or anyone, I always look at the brand and who they are, right? How they developed and how they became who they are. Tavi O'Shawn, if I'm saying your name correctly, Tavi
Yeah,
O'Shawn.
it's Tavio Sean. Yeah, that's my
Right,
first and my middle name. Yeah.
Right. So why was it important to use your first and middle name? Like me, I don't know, like there's some artists that really don't use their name at all. So, tell me the background behind choosing that as the name you were going with, you're going with as a brand in this business.
Well, if you're gonna stand by something, why not put your name on it and put your true stamp of approval on it?
Right.
So it's like you don't have to go Google what's my real name or who I really am because I'm giving you my life story and my music. I'm giving you what I've been through, my true experiences. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making up a character and then I'm just going to rap this stuff that sounds good,
Right.
just to impress people or just to be like, yo, I can rap. So for me, it was always like if I do an entertaining song, I truly still feel that way about whatever it is. Like, if I make a party song, that's how I feel when I'm in the club or if I'm in a party. If I'm making a song about my life or whatever I've been through, I'm just giving you it uncut raw. This is me. This is who I truly am. So I always just felt like it's always good to be able to attach yourself to your art and just be who you truly are and give it to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you on that. Um, what I'm seeing is that rap is not really the only thing that you've dove and listened to, right? Like, R&B. I'm seeing R&B, rock, pop, rap, gospel, like all kinds of different things that you're in. What I mean, that might influence, or contribute to shaping your music identity. Would you say, is there any other type of music that you listen to now outside of rap that says, yo, I'm really feeling that might be something I might want to kind of incorporate into my sound?
Yeah, well, just to speak about that, like growing up in New York, yeah, you might be heavily influenced by hip hop, but it's very multicultural. There's a lot
Right.
of culture, a lot
Right.
of people from a lot of different backgrounds. And if you grew up like I did, I had friends from all ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be influenced by some of what they're listening to. Cause, as a friend, I'm gonna play, yo, listen to this DMX, listen to this little baby. But they might be
Right.
like, yo, listen to this Marilyn Manson, listen to this Nine Inch Nails, you know what I'm saying? Or listen to, whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at
Right.
the end of the day, good music is good music. So what people have to stop doing is putting themselves in a box and categorizing themselves. So when you listen to music, you're hearing music. If you don't like that genre or you don't like that specific song, I can understand you turning it off. But how could you just be like, I just don't like this? But you never had it, you never heard it. That's like being closed minded. So I always been the type of person that was interested in all types of music.
Right.
So, I hear Jimi Hendrix. I like Marvin Gaye. I like um, just so many people I can name, like a long list of so many different types of genres. So
Right.
for me, what I do is music is music, so I incorporate that into mine. And I also like to dibble and dabble and produce, write, and work with all other types of artists, rock
Right.
and roll artists, gospel artists. I write gospel songs. Most people were raised up in the church. And if you watch any gangster movie, they always was in the church.
The church.
So
Right.
people always try to, yeah, they try to frown on the church. You know what I'm saying? You need God to guide you, man. No matter what you're doing, you're gonna need that guidance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I might come up with an idea for a gospel song. I might hear an instrumental or a sound and might think of a rock and roll song. I might be listening to something and it might inspire me to write a poem. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's all art and music. So no, I love art and music and I like to express myself however I feel at the time. I'm predominantly a rapper and I'm an MC, with my skill set, but I'm not limited to writing anything. Somebody could call me right now and say, yo, man, I'm a rock and roll artist, man. I just can't come up with a hook for this song, and they'll play me the song or the instrumental. And no matter what genre it is, I'm gonna be able to come up with lyrics because I'm a lyricist.
Right.
So whatever inspires me, I'm gonna be able to move off of that. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you gotta be in a certain environment when that happens, or it can be on the fly? Like some people need to be,
Yo,
have the
I
specific
gotta. I know
environment.
what you mean. Like you. Some people need to be like, you might be smoking and drinking and chilling in the studio, and it might hit you, or
Right.
you might be in the crib, and you in your zone and it might hit you, or you might be in the shower. Some people like to come up with their ideas in the shower. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it comes when it comes. Like as far as the music goes, you know what I'm saying? Pause. But
Right,
the music it just come and yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, the music, man. The ideas it just dawn on me. It's like a gift.
yeah,
Like when I write movies, or if I write a skit, or if I write, just anything, it'll just kind of hit me all at once, and I'll
right,
kind of like download it to my mind like a computer. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it'll just be like, bow. Like a song sometimes can hit me, and I hear the whole song already. And sometimes I might beatbox it to a friend, or like hum the sounds to them, and they might play it out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like make the song from the idea that I had. But I have musical ability where I could play, but I'll go to people that have expertise in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
let them do their thing to make it even better, take it to another level.
So you said earlier that you write and produce and work with other artists and work with different people. When you do that, um, when you're writing or producing, is your ear for what you're trying to write and produce for other people different than what you would write for yourself, or are they giving you like, hey, this is the topic, I'm trying to do it this way, and then you're kind of trying to figure out what direction it should go? Like, how do you navigate being the artist from the producer, from the, uh you said writing movies? Like, how do you navigate the multiple hats that you have in this business?
A lot of time when I'm doing something, that'll be my main focus. I was actually talking to my people about this yesterday. Like a lot of time when people do stuff, they all over the place. So
Right,
you never finish anything. You're never gonna finish nothing doing 1,000 things at once. So what you gotta do is when you home in on a something, you gotta just be like lock in. You just gotta lock in and be like, yo, I'm working on my album. I'm gonna work on my album. I'm gonna finish my album. I have these other ideas. I might jot them down, or I might, if it comes to me like a lightning bolt, I might put that down, but I'm going to keep my focus on one thing at a time. So back to what you're saying is this. So like when I'm working on my music or I'm working on an album, I'll be focused and I'll be working on that. I might get an idea for a couple lines of something for the movie. I might jot that down.
mm-hmm.
Somebody might call me while I'm working on an album and say, yo, you think you can, write me this song, or I need idea, boom, boom, boom. I'll be like, all right, just like you said, what inspires it. So they might tell me, yo, I went through a situation. They might tell me, hey, I've been down and out with my girlfriend, and this happened and this and that happened. Can you write me a song? I'll be like, do you have a beat? I'll hear the beat, and what I'll do is I'll take their experiences and what they told me and relate it to something of myself.
Right,
And
right,
then it makes it easy to tap in to be able to come up with the idea based on what they talking about. So
right,
like you said, you got a problem with your girlfriend. Everybody had a problem with their girlfriend. So
right,
I'm
right,
gonna tap into a situation that maybe I've been in, and then I'm gonna write it out from kind of their perspective, because you also have to know who it is you're writing for.
right,
You understand? It's like you don't want to like this person might be like a stand up dude. He might not curse in his music, but you don't know that. So you're sitting there writing all this stuff that this guy would never say. So you kind of have to know the artist. You can't just do that on the fly. You kind of have to know the artist's music a little bit,
right,
kind of see where their mind is at. So it's like kind of thinking from their perspective a little bit at times. It's
right.
like, yo, and then just homing in on what you're doing, man, channeling and tuning in, and just knocking out each thing.
Speaking
When I
of,
write a movie,
no,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
my bad.
No, go ahead. When you write a
Yeah,
movie,
like
go ahead.
when I write a movie, I actually see it from like real life experiences and things that I've seen people have said to me, or stories that people have told me, or things that I've actually witnessed or done myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
I wrote a movie. I'm not gonna really reveal the name just yet or the whole entire plot, but it kind of stems off of some things that I've been through personally in my life, and a lot of things that I've seen growing up in my neighborhood. Nobody's like names or nothing like that. Just how people are, what people do, how people react to things, and what So it's like you'll take these things and you can write out a script easy because you can imagine. You just have to have a great imagination. You'll imagine a character, you know what I'm saying, and then you're gonna write as if it was them.
Right.
And
Right.
it's kind of like the same thing when you ghostwriting for somebody. It's like to say writing a movie is almost kind of like it's similar to like writing music for real because you're just coming up with great ideas, but you're just writing it out in a sequence.
Right.
You know?
Let me ask you this: you got this song, "Marble Floors" with Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, yeah. Yo,
Even
shout
talk,
out to my dude Benny, man. Shout out to
talk,
Benny.
talk
Everybody
to
can't
me.
go
Everybody
out
can't
now.
go. This is a perfect time.
Everybody can't go, man,
Yeah,
and they
everybody.
probably won't make it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. This is a perfect time to bring this up. Like, talk to me about the relationship you built with him, and then how that record came about. Because I see you got the video, so I want to play the video for the people too.
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna just tell y'all, it was like God put it all together, man. You know, I just had a feeling, man. Like I was like, I had the opportunity to acquire a verse from Benny, and something just told me to do it. Cause you get a lot of opportunities, but sometimes you be like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do it but something is like, just do it.
Right.
You know. So I acquired the verse. Um, I actually built the song around the verse. So what I did, because I was, nowadays people don't make songs in the studio together. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like have a good mind of thinking like, if we're here in the studio together, how will our chemistry be? How will we be able to come at this record? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Make a great record and it just be like cohesive as if we're there in the room working together.
Right.
So basically, that's how I took it for my mindset. It was like not trying to outdo each other, want to be on the same level equally based off the content of what he's saying and the ideas I have. That's what formulates the hook. I found the beat online. I found the beat online, and it was just perfect. It was like so original. It gives me like this mob boss piano bar type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
classy, but it's like gangster. It's raw hip hop, gritty, but it's smooth and gangster. So when I heard it, because Benny, is the BSF, the Black Sopranos.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? My record label is Bilderberg Records. Represent black excellence. So it's like the same kind of vibe. He's a boss of his label. I'm a boss of my label. We were able to come together and just make a dope ass record. And the record is just so dope because it's not chasing anything.
Right.
Most people make a record chasing, yo, this is the new sound. Yo, this is the tempo that everybody's rapping at. Yo, this is what the industry wants. But if you know Benny and Griselda, they don't chase the industry. And neither do I. Even though some of the music that I make is radio friendly, but that might be how I felt at the time.
Right.
So
Right.
basically, we made the record. I ended up going to. At first, I didn't really meet up with Benny. You know what I'm saying? I just had acquired the record. So I'm gonna tell you the story. So then, Benny was gonna be in at the Nova in Norfolk, Virginia. Um, so I acquired a ticket from one of my peoples. Looked out, went to the event. At the end, they had a meet and greet. I wasn't there for no meet and greet. I was there for business. I walked over to Benny, told him about, yo, we got the track together. He was like, oh yeah, he was like, that's what's up. And I was just like, yo, you think we could shoot a video for the joint? He was like, shit, yeah, we're gonna be here for a few days. Take my manager's number. So, I took his manager's number, you know, called him, chopped it up. We worked out everything, the figures, everything. Um, we actually linked up at it was a place in Richmond. It was a place that he was doing a concert. And they like, yo, we gonna have to shoot the video at the backstage of the concert. So I'm like, oh man, like, how's this gonna look? You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna look crazy. So we already got the record. He loves the record. Everybody loves the record. So I Googled the place. I look it up. I Googled the place. I'm like, yo, it looked kind of like kind of classy, kind of nostalgic. So when I get there, yo, they got chandeliers, they got pianos, they got guitars on the wall, they got arcade games, they got pool tables, they got a bar, they got everything, like this room with this crazy wild wallpaper on it that like I ain't never seen, look like it been there from like the 40s or the 50s. So I was like, how is like God just still putting this all together? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, yo, this is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But I always have faith because I'm not the type of dude that thinks negative. But like backstage of a concert, we gonna shoot a video. So, but yo, I get there and it's just perfect, man. It couldn't even been no better. And if when y'all see this video, you're gonna be like, how did that even align like that? You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
praise to the Most High, yo.
I want to play it for him right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to show it
Yeah,
for him right now. Let's bring that up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Listen,
TAVI OSHON,
you know what I
Benny
mean?
the Butcher, Marble Floors.
Let's get it. Let's share this screen right quick. Make sure I got the screen up. Marble Floors. Let's get it.
Shout out my man
Chandeliers and
Follow.
marble floors, flashbacks to the projects when we were poor. Now a nigga hopping out of foreign slamming doors. Real bosses buying shit you can't afford. Chandeliers and marble floors, flashbacks to the projects when we were poor. Now a nigga hopping out of foreign slamming doors. Real bosses buying shit you can't afford. While y'all was scamming and stealing, I was planning for millions. From roaches on the walls to chandeliers on the ceilings. Went from sleeping on the floor to beach houses by the shore. Had to drive in Focus, but an Explorer I couldn't afford. Was determined and wanting more. Flashbacks to being poor. Mama got paid today, but still put clothes on the way at the store. When I see my first 100,000, wanted the higher end accountant. But I bought a money machine, figured I just counted without them.
Yeah.
It's lagging. Maybe you could let it load up a little because it's lagging crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's playing like a little, maybe because it's the transition. You know what I'm saying? The sharing and all that.
Yeah.
I need y'all to go check that out. You know what I mean? Is that on Spotify and all the
Oh no. So right now, that's actually gonna be on my album that's coming soon. Prima Mataria or whatever. Yeah. But right now the video is currently out on Benny the Butcher's YouTube page. So if
Okay.
you go to Benny's YouTube, it's up there on Benny's YouTube page, and it's TAVI OSHON featuring Benny the Butcher, Marble Floors. It's on YouTube. You can just go up there, check it out. It's right on Benny's page.
Right,
We over 30,000 views right now and counting, and it's doing numbers. A lot of positive comments. So we doing numbers right now.
Yeah. Apologize for the lagging, you know what I'm saying? When we do it live, you never know what, what happens when we do it live, but I appreciate everybody tuning in on that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely make sure you go check out Benny the Butcher's YouTube and check that out, Marble Floors. Talk about this album that you got coming, man. What's the name of it? Like, what's the concept
it's
behind
called
it?
Prima Materia. Prima Materia is alpha and omega of all things, man. Creation from nothingness, man, to create and make something that's like premium material.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just raw, uncut raw. There's a lot of dope songs up there. We got Benny the Butcher on the album. We got Nature from the Firm on the album. Right now we're working on this Dave East feature that should be on the album if hopefully it makes the cut.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's a really dope album, man. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna love it. It's just fire from the beginning to the end, man. Tony De Niro, Benny's manager, one of the heads of BSF, he's gonna be hosting the album. So he's gonna be on the intro. He's gonna be, through skits throughout the album. Some mob boy shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's a joint album we're gonna drop, Bilderberg Records, BSF, featuring, Benny.
Right.
Hopefully I make I was just on the road with him this past summer. We did a few shows or whatever, while he was on tour. So hopefully maybe I can go. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll make it on the tour if everybody can't go. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully I'm looking at just fooling around, y'all. But I'm looking at a few dates for that. and just a lot of great things in the future, man. And the album is just a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of dope records, a lot of different sounds. It's something up there for everybody.
Right.
I'm not gonna compare it to nobody's album or nothing like that. It's
Definitely.
just my own. It's me. It's TAVI OSHON. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody that's my fan that been following me throughout the years. They have Lost in Space. Heard my other album, Effortless Perfection. If you got Now or Never. If you got Off the Head, Volume 1 or Volume 2, my freestyle mixtape series. If you got Always and Forever. If you got any of my albums that I had out in the street, any albums, y'all know what y'all gonna get. They know it's gonna be top quality production. They know it's gonna be, giving my all, every time. Shout out to Hershey Beats. That's my partner. He made a lot of the records up here on
Right.
this album or whatever. And man, we got some fire for y'all, man. Way Out. That record right there, that's already out on Spotify and all streaming platforms. Featuring my dude Jay Steele or whatever, young homie, I put on the track. But that record right there is heartfelt record. It's real dope. I'm pretty sure y'all would love that. Got piano in it, solos. Real music. But it's dope.
Yeah.
All the beats is hitting on this album, so it's gonna be hitting. You could play it in any region. It's not like regional. I'm not like just rapping one way or one sound. It's like
Right.
multi sounds everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's how I am. It's how I really am. Like I'm not one way every day. I don't feel the same every single day all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like different settings, and I feel like as an artist, you should just be able to be well rounded and just do anything that you feel. You know what I'm saying? And like if you hear all my different albums, they all different. Like Effortless Perfection. If you, I'm not, sure if you're familiar with that, but that album it got a lot of boom bap sounds up there. It's like real hip hop. It's real raw.
Mhm.
I dropped that album in like 2015, 24. So it got
Right.
scratching up there. It got all types. It's like it's real hip hop. It got many plays. That I actually released that on Audio Mac. It was only on one platform, it's just on Audio Mac. But
Right.
it's real raw, man. It's about my life. It's just really dope, man. Effortless Perfection. Then I dropped Lost in Space after that, and that was just how they legalized marijuana at the time.
Right.
It wasn't legal everywhere. I was actually, one of the people that was trying to push to help get recreational marijuana, legalized. So I made that album, in the support of that. It's actually 9 tracks up there, like Cloud 9. It's a lot of different types of songs about smoking, about drinking, having fun. It's kind of an album you would play in a party or on your way to the club or
Right.
so it's all I try to give people a wide variety, man. Like my mom, shout out to my mom, I love her. She sings or whatever, so we made a gospel album. It's really dope. Dennis Ridley, he plays all over the world with big people like Todd Tribbett. He actually did the production on this album. It's really dope. We don't know when we're gonna release that yet, or if we, plan to release that to the masses. But it's something that's really is really dope, man. It's different, real soulful.
How many songs you plan on putting on this project?
On the Prima Materia,
Yeah.
it's right now it's at like 10 songs, right? But I had a feeling like I was like, yo, I just want to elevate it. I just want to take it to another level. So,
Right.
anything else that was gonna make the album had to be something that set the bar even higher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I have a couple of records that I just recently did that definitely are gonna make the album. So it's looking like it might be around 12 to 13. So anywhere from 10 to 13 tracks.
Okay.
And but it's hot, man.
So, besides music and movies, is there anything else that you want to get into? You know what I mean? What does TAVI OSHON want to do, or tackle or master, as he's become more successful in anything that he's looking to do?
Well, I'm a multi businessman. I'm into barbershops. I definitely want to jump more into legal marijuana. There's a few people out there, young black females, African American, I should say, that
Right.
are dispensary owners. I wouldn't mind partnering with them or finding, going, finding out the ins and outs through some of them, and maybe I can, acquire my own dispensary one day.
Right.
A lot of people want their own strain or whatever, but that's pretty cool. But I think that's fire too. Everything is an achievement. Not knocking nobody, but I would like to have a dispensary.
Right.
I would like to have maybe a worldwide brand. You know what I'm saying? Other outside of movies and music, any form of art. I just love art and music. But I invest. I like to invest. That's something that everybody should do. Invest in stocks, invest in crypto, invest in real estate, invest in sneakers because now sneakers is on StockX, so that's a stock
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? Invest it, hold on to shoes, but just invest. You know what I'm saying? Try to flip your money, and that's just like what it's all about. Like me with Bilderberg Records, I work in sports. Shout out to Jerry Slugger Forrest. He's like was the fifth ranked heavyweight in the world. That's a personal friend of mine. There's a lot of different people that I give some help with ideas. Like people will come to me that I know, and then they'll have a business of any sort. So I'm like an advisor as well,
Right.
and that's also just a gift. Like the same way that I get the lyrics, or the same way that the movies will come to me or whatever. It's the same way I'll get the ideas, and it's a gift from God. And they consistently, the ideas. It's like you could come to me right now and say something about your business or whatever it is you need help with in the area, and I'll have it. Is it the solution, or just magically, like poof, like God, to just give me that, and I'll just be able to help you. And I do this all the time with restaurants, with clubs, with clothing lines. Numerous people, come to me and I help them out with ideas. And a
That's
lot
a,
of time, I'm not looking for financial compensation,
right. Right.
because
Right.
I feel like my reward is up top. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed. I'm financially well off. I mean, I'm not the richest guy in the world. I ain't, like Hov and then I ain't got no Billy, but I'm out here and I'm okay. I'm eating. I got clothes. You know what I'm saying? I have a roof over my head. So I try to help other people, and I feel like when I do that, that's why the blessings continue to come to me, because I'm willing to selfishly help and bless other people.
Right.
That's one of the main things. It's like a lot of people just want something. Like if you come to my shows, I don't know if you watch my live performance. I throw stuff out to the crowd. If you come see me perform, I'm gonna give you something back. I'm gonna give you money. I might give you a hat. I might give you whatever it is that's on my heart. You know what I'm saying? I sneaker song. I might go start throwing sneakers out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Right.
I feel like it's not always just about taking away. Everybody always wants to take away. Nobody wants to do nothing to help anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times I try to take my platform and shine light on other people, because a lot of people don't have a platform, and they deserve light shining them as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I just want to shout out a couple people, and I want to also talk about the movie. I want to shout out my boy AWOL. I want to shout out Nikki Robinson, Good Girl PR.
Good PR. Yup.
I want to, yeah, the best. I want to shout out Tony De Niro. I want to shout out, of course, Benny the Butcher. I want to shout out Nature. Condolences, to, loss of his brother. I want to shout out my people, Zab Judah. I want to shout out Dr. Umar Johnson. He's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I was able to meet Dame Dash. Because he inspires me a lot, and every time that I'm around him, he always gives up the game. You know what I'm saying? He always like. Cause the people look at Dame in a negative way sometimes, and I don't understand why. Because to me, he's the realest dude ever. He's the celebrity guy that, first of all, he don't even rap. He's one of the most famous people you ever met. So his knowledge in business made him just as famous as Jay-Z. That's something that you have to commend. That a
Right.
man from the street has so much knowledge in business that he could become 100 millionaire, own companies all over the world, and still to this day, 20 years later, could take care of his family, You know what I'm saying? He's eating and still has platforms and networks. And so, honestly, I look up to people like Dame. I also look up to Jay. Um, oh man, numerous people like, in Atlanta, I really rock with people like Jeezy, like artists that inspire me, like Jeezy, he's really dope. Of course Wayne.
Right.
And I'm not like the people that in a box. So I listen to everybody. I listen to Lil Baby. I listen to Young Thug, NBA Young Boy sometimes. Um, lots of people, man. It's like I'm not boxed in. But when
Right.
I get tired of listening to rap, you know what I'm saying? You know what I end up doing? I put on something else, man. I might play some alternative music for a little while. I might turn on some soul music, play some Al Green, you know what I'm saying, or Marvin Gaye,
Right.
or something like that. Listen to some Old Mary,
Talk to
but
me about this
also,
movie. You said you got a movie.
oh well, there was a movie that I executive produced,
Okay.
right?
Right.
And that I want to shout that out. It was called The Deal. I
Okay.
executive produced that film. It came out in IMAX theaters, which we sold out. It came out in cinema cafes. We sold that out too. I did the score. I did the soundtrack. I did the audio engineering. I played the role of the main character's brother. So I also played a role, but it was only in like one scene.
Right. Right.
I helped out with all types of different aspects in the film. But
Many
now
hats.
the film we have right now is a banger, man. It's called News Cycle, starring Omar Gooden, Omar Salgado. It's shot directed by Robert Green Jr. Also produced by Omar Gooden. A lot of great actors and actresses in this movie. The movie is fire. I can't really tell you much about it, but what I can say is that it's roughly based on scenarios going on right now in the world and situations that's actually in the world. And I played a henchman with a radical activist named Shazad. He has 5 henchmen. I played one of his main henchmen. The movie is spectacular, man. All the female actresses that came out, they showed out. They did their thing. All the actors, Dennis L.A. White, um, he been in the Biggie movie and a lot of other movies.
Right.
Gloria, she was in the TV series Tyler Perry produced. I think it was like the Queen's Men or something like that. Or,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never watched it, but I know she's credited. There's a lot of good credited people in there. Monisha, Michelle, she's an up and coming actress. She's fire. Um, my boy Crew, he also plays a henchman with me, and my boy Kais. Yo, we were doing our thing in the movie, man. I'm just telling y'all, when y'all see my performance, y'all gonna truly be blown away. I'm telling y'all this. Robert Green, Man Robinson Studios, where we shot the film, also producer on the film. Yo, they had something great with this. The script
Is
was
there a
fire.
release date for it?
Right now, it's in the production stages
Okay.
where it's being edited because we just finished filming.
Yeah.
So
The
they're
post.
editing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they gotta do the editing. They gotta add all the music, they add the score. They gonna have to do the color grading. Everything, get everything right.
Yeah.
But once the movie is ready, it actually has distribution. I can't say right now which platform it will be on, but it's definitely gonna be on major platforms. And it's gonna be we're gonna do a screening. Like I'm not sure if it's gonna be completely open to the public yet, but if it is, the screening is open to the public. We will be promoting it all over the line. Like I said, it's called News Cycle, written and directed by Robert Green Jr., starring Omar Gooden. He's also the producer of the film. Like I said, I play a henchman. This is one of my first breakout roles or whatever, but I definitely gave it my all. I studied the art. I didn't come playing. I wasn't like, just coming out there like, oh, look at this dude trying to act.
Right.
Nah, man, I was sleeping my part. I was living my part. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave it my all, like 100%. Like so, when y'all see it, I hope y'all love it. It is a really dope story from different aspects of life. And man, I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna really love this film, man.
That's
News
what
Cycle
it is.
coming soon.
Well, if y'all don't know, you see his Instagram scrolling at the bottom right there, TAVI OSHON. You know what I mean? At TAVI OSHON. Make sure y'all go follow him if you're not already following him. He's got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? If you missed this, we got the replay coming, you know what I'm saying, on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Listen, before we get out of here, is there any other last words you want to give to the people?
Yo, just never give up. Stay true to who you are. Always stay grounded with your family. Don't get caught up with this internet and social media and superficial lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Always just be real. Stay true to yourself. Stay grounded with God. Try your best. Never just keep being consistent. Like when you feel like you defeated, you need a victory.
Right.
You know, I've been on my grind for a while, but I never took no for an answer. I always just try again. You know, like first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You know, like that's the piece of it. But that's how life is. You just got to keep rolling, just keep going.
Right.
You know, just bring this up. We were watching a story about the man that invented Hershey chocolate. You know that dude failed like 10, 15 times. You know how many times people loan him money and he tried to do things and stuff and it just didn't work out. And over the years he just kept trying and trying, failing and failing. They like, no, we ain't giving you no more money. So he tried and he learned. But the key thing is he kept learning and evolving. So he learned how to make caramel from someone, like made it better than before. So then he started a caramel business. Caramel business was booming. Chocolate was expensive. So, but at the time, he was interested in making chocolate. So without even knowing if it would work, he sold his caramel business, right? Buys a chocolate company. And at first it didn't work out all the way neither, but he was persistent. He ended up getting a deal out of the country and it made him like millions of dollars. And then he just kept building from there, right? So there's a moral to this story, y'all. So he kept building from there. And he took the recipe that he had from the caramel into making the chocolate, right? So he found out if he used condensed milk, he could make his bars for 5 cents. So once he learned that, he was in and it made the chocolate last for way longer now, right? So he did this now. The company is worth over $40 billion. So the man that failed over and over again, that was persistent and just never gave up, now his company is worth over $40 billion.
Yeah.
So at the end, he said, if I want to leave something with the people is just be persistent, never give up, stay true to yourself and your art, and just keep it moving forward. And it'll work itself out. You know, be true to yourself, man.
That's what it is. Well, listen, I appreciate you tuning in with us. You know what I'm saying? And again, shout out Good Girl PR because she sent you out direction. You know what I mean? So I always want to make sure I shout out, you know what I mean? Especially when
she's the best. She's the best. I need PR work. You gotta
get
hit up Good Girl PR, man. And just one last thing, so I'm out of here real quick. Yo, follow me, TAVI OSHON, Instagram.
Yeah.
Check me out if you're an artist or anybody like that, and you looking for a record label or you looking for someone to mentor you or just any type of help in any kind of way, production. I shoot videos, anything, ghostwriter, whatever. Hit me up. Check out my website also for my record label. It's Bilderberg Records. So it's Bilderberg Records.com or whatever.
Yeah. Well, go to Instagram because I know it's on your Instagram. They can go to your Instagram and click on the links, right? Yeah. So make sure y'all do that. Make sure that way you get directly to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So look out for new cycle coming soon. Primo Mataria coming soon. Thank you very much for having me on your platform, man. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we'll be able to do this again.
Oh, definitely. You know, we definitely do this again. Good Girl's probably gonna send you back this way, and we gonna make sure we make it happen. All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Salute. I appreciate y'all tuning in on the grind.